Alright guys, we're back in the shop. We're back from Brainerd. We're back in here. Time to get to work. So for today's video, I've laid out a bunch of parts that I've gotten over the last few months, and I want to go through it and give a little detail of why I went with what I did. And then if you guys ever have questions, feel free to reach out in the comments as well as on Instagram, which is in the description below. So let's get into it and let's show you. Alright, so now got you in my hand. We're going to walk through some new parts, some tools, and everything on the bench. So one thing I just got today, now that I'm reshooting all this footage, I got another pair of these Esco pedestal stands. I really like how they are on the car right now, and so pick up another set. So I have four. I want four exactly the same jack stands, and we'll be putting those under the car probably next time we're out here. So going through what's on the table here, factory axles gonna reuse, factory arms probably not gonna use, so I'm gonna probably get some, gotta figure out angle kits. So that right now is still up for decision, so more on that in the future. Hubs and struts, whatever, all that crap, good to go. Very solid, don't need to be replacing any of that. Only thing I need are some studs, so I'm not running the lug bolts on this car, so that's to come. Rear trailing arm brackets painted, good to go. Not going to do anything different, just going to run the factory ones. As you guys probably saw in previous videos, I am running a Solstice slingshot style transmission, AR5. So the company Fabot that I got my adapter kit from makes an adapter to go to a 1310. Don't quote me on that. Standard drive shaft, U-joint, whatever, universal. So got that in the mail recently, so that's ready to go. And when I need to get my drive shaft, I have the bracket to give them to adapt it. So good to go there. Probably the most controversial thing I probably have right now are eBay lower adjustable arms. I went with these because they're like 50 bucks, and I just want to try them out, get the car running, and wanted to have some adjustment. I didn't want to put the money into these right yet, so this is what I got. So definitely will report if these ever fail me. So yeah, this is a fan shroud. I got it from Bavarian Metalworks. It is a prototype one. He just released the design for the final. He basically approved his final design. So I got this in the mail. Kind of asked him, hey, I got a prototype. Can I take your prototype? I'm running a Mishimoto radiator, so I can see if this works in the factory location with Mishimoto versus him trying to fit this up with all the tabs and whatnot for a factory radiator. So this one's had a slight adjustments to it compared to what he has, the final design, and he's running a thicker material. I think this is like 060. It's probably going like 080 or something. Don't quote me on that. So yeah, the only thing I don't have yet is a fan. I'll just order probably a high spall fan, or something that has some CFMs to it. So more on that later. Kind of laid out some of the stickers that I've received. Definitely gonna put these on the car. So Fabot, the adapter I'm putting in the car, and all the transmission stuff got from them. Coda-Built, I'll go into what I got from them. Condor, everyone knows they make some great shit. And here's a hint on what's going in the car for interior stuff. Can't see this one. Chase Bays, ECS, I've been getting a lot of stuff from them. And this is the company, Bavarian Metalworks, pretty cool guys. And then Part Shop Max. So going through on the table here, there's a bunch of stuff. So Chase Bays, definitely got the hydro. I am running a pull-up style. in the factory location with the center console. As you probably saw in a previous video, I painted the center console piece, so that's ready to go in the interior. So Built makes a factory location kit, but I reached out to him and asked for just the bracket in raw material with it drilled and bent to work in the factory location. So this uses factory bolting points and mounts it in that location. So all I need to do is take the Chase Bay's bracket and weld it on there, and I'm pretty much good to go. So pretty excited about that. Got that, so we'll weld that on at some point. Moving into some more of the brake stuff. Rear brake system, Chase Bay's kit. So this will go from the hydro to the rear brakes. So this means I'm running an inline setup as well. So to do that, I bought a brake bias adjuster from Summit. This is Chase Bay's BMW, I guess it's a universal, but it does the M10, M12 to AN adapting, I think. Don't quote me exactly on that, but this is what you need to adapt the front and rear, or both of the front lines to a single input, so then you can run it all off the same master, and not master, well, yeah, brake master, or booster, whatever. You know what I mean? And then I bought some extra fittings that I think I'll need, and we'll go from there. And then I bought some lines, a couple different lengths. I do need a longer one. I need probably a 66 or 72 inch one. This is a 42. It does not make it through the firewall to the master cylinder, or to the cylinder for in the factory location. It probably would have worked if I had a pullback style that went where the master went under in the dash. So not going to work with this location, so I'm going to get a longer one in the future. So now going into all of this, I've got, these are Garage-istic upgraded diff bushings, and then Condor Speed subframe bushings. These are factory OEM style bushings for the upper control arms. Since I got mine powder coated, I pushed these out, so these will go in factory. They are solid rubber. I'm okay with running these for now and not going spherical. So that is something like the eBay arms over there that I didn't go upgrading because I'm just going to trust the OEM stuff for a while. These are the rear trailing arm bushings. I went spherical. These are Part Shop Max. I was recommended these ones over some other ones, and these were probably the best bang for your buck pricing wise, and these are serviceable, and they're not a hard press-in style, so I'm excited to try these and get these installed. So it's basically a wing, or a ring that you spin on and tighten and put that on. So, and in the back here, I have one in the packaging still, but this is seat brackets. So I have a Garage-istic billet seat bracket, and that's gonna be awesome, so I can bolt my seat directly to the floor and not have sliders or whatnot. So that's exciting. Reinforcement brackets, Condor, everyone knows about those. Best thing to get. Can't wait to get them installed. Then lastly, all these nuts and bolts. So again, Bavarian Metalworks came out with this sick ass kit. This is hardware for everything in the rear, and then tow hooks to put between your shock and your rear trailing arm, so you don't break anything. Best thing right there. So kit, super affordable, replaces all the factory hardware, upgrades it, And now I know I have great hardware and it's gonna work and not fail me in the field down the track. Great thing. Lastly, subframe bush bolts. As you guys know, previous video, I broke mine. Still haven't solved that issue, but I just got broken hardware, got some new ones. Fresh nuts for the rear, and lastly, axle nut, because the other ones I had to break. So, great stuff here. If you have any further questions, please reach out, and I'll let you know my thoughts. And lastly, when the car was stock, I had, you know, nice shift knob from Garagistic as well, but not gonna work on the new car, new build. Woo. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap this footage up. I'm gonna jump back into some old footage from when I was previously out here, and I had the footage. So you guys can see the explanation now. I posted on Instagram, so reach out if you have any questions. And now let's go to some previous footage of the interior. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up here. So as you probably finished spraying the passenger side. I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, it turned out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. Laid on good. Probably have a few runs. Not too worried about it. It's gray. It's better than the rusty, patchy that it was. Grab the light here. Still a little fumey, but put in another coat of black. Bed liner on the driver's side. I'll probably I'll spray that gray once it's dry. It is a paintable bed liner, so I'll paint that after. So kind of looking at it, looks pretty good. All one gray. It'll look good with gray seats and some bright colored harnesses and whatnot. So yeah, we'll figure out the back another day. I'll probably want to do it, like take out the windows and whatnot and do that area, but for now, that might be a thing when I do the cage, do a lot of that. So, but for now, this looks good. It'll look good with the gray on the dash. So overall, pretty happy. So, whoop. So for now, we're gonna wrap it up here. Kind of did a lot tonight, kind of just jumped around a little bit, but we got a clean workbench again, and we're ready to rip. Got a lot coming up, family wise, so we'll see how much I can actually get done and put out for you guys. But yeah, it is what it is. So stay tuned for more later. Like, comment, subscribe. See you in the next one.